What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. There are a lot of people that's been wanting me to speak on this development with Will Smith. I was actually sent this a day before I actually did this. I did a video, I'll put it in the description box, about Future, talking about how he wanted to hang out with Jada Pinkett Smith, and it was due to a post that was put up that says that, Will Smith needs to hang out with Future. But Future's like, nah, I hang out with Jada Pinkett. I did a video on that. If you want to know why I went into that particular topic, go and check that out. This could probably be part 3. There was another part before that, but again, check out the other video. You have Will Smith, who apparently contemplated ending it all due to what he's been going through that nobody has known about. And I think this has a lot to do with the pandemic. You had a guy who was super busy, a guy who was super on top of his game. Now he's at a point to where he's not at the level that he expected. I think he's even talked about this. But we all know that the situation with Jada Pinkett and her putting this entanglement business out there, her talking about their private bedroom life, has even prompted people like 50 Cent to even speak out about this and why she's putting this out, even though she tried to do damage control and act like, well, nothing's wrong with our private life in the bedroom, everything is good, but you putting this out here. And I think it has a lot to do with envy. I think that whether people want to believe it or not, I think she's always been envious of the success Will Smith had, because when they met, she had a busy acting career, so did he, but he ascended. She became basically a part-time actress, part-time stay-at-home mom for the most part. You can even look at the photos. They were much happier through the early years of their marriage. Then when you look at photos of them of the past 5-6 years, she looks miserable. But Will Smith has always put on a brave face. He's always been able to keep things going. This is why this marriage has lasted as long as it has. But sometimes you have to let go. For your own sanity, for your own mental health, you have to let certain things go. And he has a docu-series that that is being put out, and he's delving deep into the things that is going on with him. So let's talk about it from this TMZ article. It says Will Smith is living proof that being fit on the outside doesn't fit what's inside, because he just revealed he once considered ending it all. Smith made this revelation a trailer for his YouTube docu-series, Will Smith, The Best Shape of My Life. The docu follows his journey, losing 20 pounds in 20 weeks, but the weight loss regimen opens a door to some fundamental issues in his life. When you are in Hollywood, right, and you have to fit a certain image, I can understand that getting to you, but that's the job you sign up for. I think that what happened is, Will Smith did put on weight, but there were issues that's been going on, right? And I think those issues start with the fact that Will Smith has always felt like he was with a woman that didn't really want to be with him. But he worked his ass off to not only make himself one of the best actors in Hollywood, but also provide the type of lifestyle that would overcompensate, that would make the relationship work, that would make him happy. And I think that what the quarantine did, it opened up a lot of issues that he was able to put off to the side, because again, when you're busy, you're filming multiple movies throughout the year, you're not really at home like that. I think that when you're at home and you're around family, you have time to think. Those issues are going to come up, right? And those insecurities are going to come up. He says, when I started this show, I thought I was going to get into the best shape of my life physically, but mentally, I was somewhere else. And I ended up discovering a whole lot of hidden things about myself. He makes an obtuse reference in a convo with his family. That was the only time in my life I ever considered ending it. He doesn't give context to that, but presumably he opens up about it in the docu series. as I said, man, this guy, listen, people can say whatever they want about Will Smith, but a lot of these actors, they like, not just actors, right? When you are a successful celebrity, when you are somebody that is making a lot of money, you're in the public eye, you're going to have a lot of people that are going to use you. You're going to have a lot of people that try to get as much as they can out of you who don't really care about you. So I can only imagine the type of individuals that Will Smith had to deal with throughout his life when he became successful, only to have the highs and lows of his career. I think he's at an area in his career where he feels like it's winding down, because sometimes you're not always at the top. I think Will Smith was at the top once, and he's not there, and I don't think he thinks he's ever really going to get there. I think that bothers him too. He's even talked about it, that it bothered him that somebody like a Dwayne Johnson has kind of ascended past him as like the marketable guy in Hollywood as far as the success that Will Smith had. People know that between 2011, Will Smith was one of the most marketable male actors out there. And he talked about how he had to watch basically Dwayne Johnson surpass him. And things like that kind of affected him. And he sort of had to reconfigure who he was. That's why he started doing YouTube and doing more on social media, because he wanted to sort of change certain things about himself, that he wasn't so concerned about that anymore. But all these guys, right? All these guys want to continue to be as successful as they are and continue the growth process of who they are. And I think that Will Smith talking about this stuff, I think it is helpful to him, but I also think that there's an elephant in the room. And the elephant in the room is the fact that he's with a woman that doesn't really want to be with him like that. That's what he's dealing with. And I think that, unfortunately, when you are a guy like Will Smith, you know, you have issues that you put off, and you've had to put on the brave face for the sake of his image. And sometimes you have to let that image go, and you have to put your happiness first. You have to put your happiness first. And hopefully Will Smith can do that, because he seems like a genuinely good dude. By the way, the docuseries, which dropped Friday, coincides with the release of his upcoming memoir, where he says he's exposing my life. So he's exposing my life and so many things that people don't know. Will makes it clear to his fans, what you see on screen is not real. What you've come to understand as Will Smith, the annihilating MC, the bigger than life movie star, is largely a construction, a carefully crafted and honed character designed to protect myself, to hide myself from the world, to hide the coward. I wonder if Jada Pinkett is going to do the same thing. Is she going to expose who she truly is? Is she going to look inside that mirror and say, you know what, I'm more like this, and I want to be more like this, or this is the type of person I see myself being? You know, if Will Smith is looking to give people a real view of who he is, lets you know that, you know, he's been a bit fake. And I'm not saying that, you know, he's fake as far as his genuinely being a good guy, but as I've said in my previous commentary about Will Smith is about image. Will Smith is about preserving his image and his family's image. I think that's why his children are kind of rebelling in a way. That's why Jaden sort of does whatever, because that's not who they are. A lot of these celebrities are like this. Like when you see a celebrity that's overly political, right? That's not who they are. They are trying to portray themselves as being something that they aren't. You know, a lot of these people care less about politics. But I just want Will Smith to get himself together. And if you feel like you're tired of being fake, Will, just be yourself. Just be yourself. I don't think you should have to pretend who you are. I don't think you should have to fake who you are. Just be who you are. You don't have to tell us. You don't have to make any announcements. If you feel like you are not who you want to be as a person, then be who you are. Then be who you are. Let people understand who you are, Will. Let people understand the true you. Because right now, the narrative is that you're a guy who's trapped in a marriage with a woman that is slowly, basically destroying you with her toxic energy. And when I say toxic energy, I mean, she goes viral just talking about Will Smith, basically, and how he came up short and how he needs to do better. That's what we're looking at, Will. So when people are commenting on the things that your wife is saying, it is because she's using it to enrich herself and to build her own platform off of bringing you down. That's the perception. She doesn't want that perception to be out there because I know she's a control freak. Just based off of the things that she's doing and the moves that she is making. And I feel like Will Smith is caught up in that too because he wants to protect his image. He wants to protect what he has built. A lot of these celebrities should be who they are. A lot of them should just be open and honest with themselves. But also you got to look at happiness. Your children are grown. You don't have to be with Jada Pinkett Smith. You really don't. You could leave today. Now, I don't know how to I am very sure that Jada Pinkett would try to take him to the cleaners. That is one of the reasons that he's hesitant to get a divorce. Because I know she's going to come after him viciously. And he knows that. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to let loose. I'm going to let go of this carefully crafted image that I have crafted for myself. And I'm going to be open, real, and honest about who I am and let people know who the real me is. Instead of me leaving her and having her control the narrative. This could be a way for him to let people know while he's with her, hey, this is me. This is what's going on. I'm going to tell y'all. I'm going to write this book. I'm going to do this Docu series. Because he knows that if he divorces her and leaves her, she's going to drag him through the mud. I think he knows this. Will Smith is not a dumb person. And hopefully he's able to find happiness some kind of way. Because I don't think he's a bad guy whatsoever. I just think he's caught up with a woman who's more concerned about promoting Red Table Talk than she is about is about making sure that he's just as happy as she is. It's all about her happiness. Her happiness comes first. But we will definitely see what happens. Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you like this video and share it. Follow me on social media, people. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.